Alright, so yesterday BrewBuilt X3 Unitank turned up. Kegland has sent everything in a few different boxes. Probably try and keep the weight down, and they're sending me other stuff anyway. So I have opened it up just to pull a few things out, but yeah, let's get into it. This is the Unitank itself. I'm going to move the box out of the way. Currently just building a bit of a brewing area as well. Just something a little bit insulated. It gets quite cold here, so something to keep the fermentations in the right temp range, but also so I don't freeze when I'm brewing. So we got the tank. This is 14 gallons, 53 litres, same size as the SS Brewtech one. Much prefer the width of the legs, the width of the tank itself. I think it's going to be a little bit nicer to work with. Had a couple of rust issues on the SS Brewtech. Bit of pitting inside when I first got it. Had a bit of rust, but they sorted me out pretty quickly for that. Replaced it, so looks like what do we got? Some silicone hose. This is the obviously the 8-inch lid. This will be the 3-inch valve. Bunch of seals, blow-off tube, and a shitload of clamps. There's some feet. I'm not going to use the feet. I got the wheels, casters for it. So there's some 1.5-inch caps, thermowell. That's the blow-off tube. That's the sample port. Nice and easy. This is obviously the jacket for it, neoprene jacket. I'll chuck that on later. Before I put all the valves and stuff on, I just want to get the feet on. Looks like it splits out in around the cone into 4 pieces, so you don't need to try and slide it over the legs like you do on the SS Brewtech. This is some parts for something else, some rice hulls, a few bits and pieces. That's just a few extra tri-clamps I got. Just for different bits and pieces that I'll be connecting. That's the pressure release vacuum protection. This is the casters with the brake. That's just a barb. That is a 1.5-inch tri-clamp valve. That's the collection container. Open it up and have a look. I've got a couple of Firmzillas as well. Cool. I've got a couple of Firmzillas, just the plastic ones with the one of the original ones without the the threaded bottom, and then one with the tri-clamp bottom. That looks pretty good. Nice. And that's all for that. This is the pressure pack lid. It goes on top of this lid. This comes with the standard Kegland floating ball dip tube. Yeah, righto. So it comes with the bullock posts to install yourself. That's just another clamp and a cap. standard kind of Bollock posts. I'll just chuck those maybe in this bag here so I don't lose them. Looks pretty good. A little bit of marking on the top there. I haven't unboxed this before, so was still in the plastic, as you saw. Doesn't really affect me. It's not going to hurt anything. I'm fine with it. Now that is a very hard plastic that's wrapped in, so I will need a knife to get into that. Might just go for the wheels though. Turn this thing upside down, get the wheels on. And they look like pretty decent wheels as well, so happy with that. Those little tiny shit ones, pretty rubbish, so it's good to have nice rubber outside as well. It'd be nice rolling around in here. So this will end up being a covered in a flooring material. This is just the subfloor. It's I've got the flooring material there. I just need to get the electrician out to sort out some electrical and get the plumber out and sort out some plumbing. I'll do that in the next couple of weeks, hopefully, pending tradie availability, which can be a little bit hit and miss sometimes, but obviously pretty busy. And something like this isn't really a big job either, so I'll just be getting him to run 3-phase over to here. Gonna have the control panel or control like power subboard here. Gonna have like the brewing kettle here with got a Gen 4 65 litre Firmzilla. I've got the Gen 3.1 as well, so using 3.1 as a bit of a hot water tank. Fermentation will be along here. I have the glycol chiller out in the shed. I just need to add the glycol, get it set up, get some power going, and be able to at least start fermenting in here. I'm currently fermenting in the house. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. So we're going to have a little bit of a lab section across there. Mill will be on wheels. I've got the cabinetry getting made up for it at the moment. And then along here will be open. Probably have a TV up there. Wire some HDMI over to where the computer's going to be, and just have sort of a little bit of a seated area there to sit and just chill out between different things. I was thinking I might brew this weekend, but yeah, it looks like the weather's not too great. I'm kind of semi outside in the thing, which is in the shed when the door's open, so part of the reason why I'm building this. This has been a bit of a project for a couple of years. Just put it on hold pending obviously price increases and things like that, and been saving some cash. Obviously this was a bit of cash as well. Cool, so that's the 2-inch. There's over there the big ones. There's a 3-inch there and another 4-inch. It's got quite a few 1.5s. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's 8, 9 on top and 10 on top. There's a massive amount of ports on this thing. This is ridiculous. Same size volumetrically, but I just much prefer this wider look. I will probably end up selling that and buying another one of these, to be honest, if this performs as well as I expect it to. First time I have purchased a small, like homebrew size vessel with a glycol jacket. The whole plan here is that this will be kettles, a sink, and fermentation, with eventually, once Kegland get their glycol wrapped controller with the pinch valve in there. That is what I'm looking forward to. Obviously I have the glycol chiller at the moment. I've got heating solution. We'll probably end up getting one of the warming sticks for in here, just to make it simpler. This one, obviously, nothing to warm that at the moment. I didn't really want to buy the SS Brewtech warming solution, and obviously the Firmzillas will have, they have the little heat, ultra low watt heat pad that you can get. I really think this is the way to go if you're looking at one of those solutions of, using glycol The firm seal is good, very easy to deal with. They're very light, easy to clean, easy to work with, and you know, they're relatively cheap. Let's get into putting some valves on. So we have the pressure release vacuum release valve. Let's check out the quality of these. I find that some of these clamps aren't necessarily the best in terms of the way they feel. To tighten up, and that feels good. Feels good to me. Better than the cheap-ish feeling ones on the. I know people are probably going to say they're the same thing, but there is a difference in quality, and you know, you get what you pay for. So that's just the extra valve I got. You know, I'm just putting it together to get it all together, see that everything's here, that it's all good, and that there's nothing kind of damaged in a way that I wouldn't want it to be damaged. Like obviously this, where is it, the pressure pack lid, that has a bit of marking on the top. Here it is. Has that little bit of marking. You know, it looks like it's been through a little bit on the underside, but that'll clean up pretty well as long as there's no issues with the bead here and the threads and the bead here. That should be fine. It's, you know, as long as it's not going to leak. That's the purpose of it, hold pressure. So if it holds pressure, I'm happy. We only had 80 amp single phase originally, so I didn't want the house power to be impacted by this brewing room. There, they rolled it up. Makes sense. Cool, so we got it. It's going to be a pain in the ass to get down. I might just get that in as best I can. Now I'll probably end up probably doing and I like that it comes with it, but I do think this would be better for a draw off valve, and then I can put pressure on here, so I can replace this and I can have, you know, I would like this 4-inch. You could probably swap these out for 2-inch, but I would like to use this for the dry hop stuff potentially. if it was possible. Yeah, see, folding that seal's not the best idea. Would have been better to actually put it in with this and put the seal cap on. Sorry about that, guys. The battery died, but I got it all together. A couple of the key things I noticed is it rolls itself. This one, in comparison, SS BrewTech, it does not. I would also not be comfortable pushing it a little bit harder. I feel like it is much more tippy. These splayed legs really do add a lot of stability, along with the nice big rubber wheels. I think you can get bigger wheels for the SS BrewTech, but not sure that they are going to do anything to address the tippy nature. I think that's probably partly due to the leg extensions, but if we get in close, you can see those leg extensions aren't the best. They don't line up properly. They don't, like, overall I am probably not really impressed with the SS BrewTech. First impressions of the BrewBuilt X3, pretty good. The quality's like pretty good. Like, this is obviously a Kegland clamp. Didn't get to show that before, but I couldn't find one of the other BrewBuilt clamps to put the plate on. You can tell the BrewBuilt ones are a little bit bigger. Kegland ones not so much, but yeah, they're interchangeable. They're not, you know, not an issue. Yeah, quite happy with the BrewBuilt X3. If anyone's looking at the unit, wondering what its quality is like, definitely much better quality than this in terms of the fittings and stuff. Can't really comment on the pressure release valve. I've never really had that go off. I always maintain pressure with another pressure valve, like a spunning valve. Also the pressure gauge here, never really paid much attention to it because, again, I'm using another pressure gauge. I will be getting the pressure pack for this when it's in stock at Kegland, and there's a couple of other things I'll probably grab from Kegland, like the glycol pinch valve wrapped controller with the heating plug and the glycol outlet. Just feels like that's going to be a much better way of managing this with multiple fermenters and having a manifold for the glycol. So yeah, if anyone's looking, I would recommend this based on my first impression. Obviously I haven't brewed into it yet. I will let you know how it goes after the first brew. So yeah, stay tuned.